Hi everybody. Welcome back to my messy desk. And I'm not even going to bother to try and clean it up. I've made this little journal cover for a journal to keep all of my Pick 6 projects that we do every week on Janet Nash's channel. She, at the end of the last half an hour or so of her live show, she picks 6 things out and she makes a little postcard, and it's very cute. And I always do it. Sometimes I do it along with her, sometimes I do it later, but it's always haphazard and I just grab something, or I do it in a book here or there. And I thought, you know, I saw that Cat Hand had made a little journal just for those little pieces of art. And I thought, oh, perfect. I think I will do the same. I would like to do that. I think her journal's a little bit bigger, but it might be because it's this direction and she folded that way. But anyway, what I did for my journal cover is I had purchased this dress. I had purchased this dress at the thrift store with all these little dogs on it. So colorful. That's just me. It's just rainbow colored. One of these, I knew I wanted to make my journal out of this packaging because I love the crinkle. I love the sound of it. And it's got something in the middle, like a flocking or something you can see there. And so I knew I had to seal it up. It was too big on its own, but I thought this is just perfect. And I love the softness of it. I love the thickness of it. And anyway, so what I did is I cut it in half, and then I covered it like that. And I think I've got all the dogs on the front and the back. Now, the inside is terrible. It's terrible, but I don't care. I can cover the inside if I want to, but I don't think I do. If you turn the inside over, it's cuter. But unfortunately, I didn't do it in 2 pieces. I just did it one because this is just for me. It's just for fun. Now, it does have these little pulls. I should have used the back side, but I don't care. That's going to be right in the middle. Once the paper's in, you'll never see it anyway. I glued it down with my glue stick. It's an Avery glue stick with a disappearing color. I use this for everything. I love it. It sticks to everything for me. I don't know. And I believe this is sold just at the Dollar Tree. But I buy it off of Amazon, and I buy boxes of 6 at a time. And usually I buy 3 boxes of 6 at a time. So, and I was on a regular roll, but then I wasn't doing anything for a while. So I've built up quite a stash of it. But anyway, this is fun, and I just love the flexibility of it. But I glued it down first, and then I trimmed it. I trimmed it over here, and I kind of folded it to see how it would work. And I folded the cut edge underneath this hem because this dress is flared. It's really a bad dress to pick up for fabric, I will tell you that. What you need is you want something with a gathered waist that when you take out the gathering or you cut it underneath the gathering, it will be square. This is not square. So anyway, so I just hemmed this. I'm a bad hemmer. I mean, other people can hem much neater than this. I didn't care that the stitches are uneven. This is just for me. And then I hemmed this way. And then I also, across here where there was like a little pocket, I didn't really want a pocket because the fabric pockets I think are too flexible. And I will tend to put stuff in there. And so I didn't really want a pocket in it. So anyway, across the top, I didn't glue it down really well, but most every place else it's glued. You can't pick it up. I love this for gluing paper and for gluing fabric, although I don't think it says anything about gluing fabric on it, but it works for me. Oops, let me turn it this way. This is the right side up, and like I say, I've got now all this fabric here left. I'm sure maybe I'll make a tag or something for another journal, but like I say, this is not even at all. And I didn't even know how I would use it, but when I saw it, I loved it, and I'm just glad that I use it. To me, if I don't use any more of it, it's okay, because when I picked it up, it probably weighs about maybe 4 ounces, so it probably cost me maybe 30 cents or 40 cents for this fabric, for this little bit. And I do that. I sometimes pick up clothing for that sort of thing. What do I have here? Oh, just right here under my desk, I picked up this fabric, and I cut these sequin butterflies out of them. And I have another one that I picked up this little girl's t-shirt just for the butterfly. So you could put something in there. You could stitch something in there or just put it in there. But anyway, I'm not going to use this, and I'm not probably going to do anything more with it on the inside. Just enjoy the feel of it because it's very flexible and it crinkles still. I didn't want to lose the crinkle. I had picked up this this paper to cover it with, and I love the color. I also pulled out a red one, reddish one. But when I put it next to it, I could tell that you would lose that nice crinkle. So I needed something more flexible than cardstock. This is it's not really cardstock, but it's heavier than regular paper. So then what I did is, the other thing I picked up from the bins at one time or another, and I've had this forever and haven't used it, but it's actually nice paper. It's very soft paper, and I thought, well, there we go. I wanted plain paper. I didn't want anything with a pattern on it because I want to be able to start with a blank page. So I pulled 4 sheets out, and I made 2 signatures. I folded them and then I cut them, and I made 2 signatures, and they're going to go in here, and you'll see I have plenty of extra space. I could have picked something that fit a little bit better, but I like things to stick out. I don't like to be limited to just that sheet. So I've got room, so even if it sticks out, it's not going to show. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these in with a pamphlet stitch. It's something I picked up from the bins, which I have never used. It's a nylon fishing line, but it ties in a knot. So I was really happy, and to find out that it did tie into a knot, because I didn't check it before I bought it. But it does tie into a knot. So I'm going to sew that in. I'm just going to sew one in, and then I'm going to move it down just a little bit, and then I'll sew the next one in on the top. So what I do is I don't measure. I don't do anything. I just play. And I probably should clamp it. That would be helpful. I will clamp it while I'm working on it. I don't have a clamp long enough other than that one, and I don't know where the rest of those are, so we'll just clamp it on one side. But I will clamp it, and then I will come in. This is not for perfectionists. This is for the junky journal. Okay. That's pretty close to being on the see, I think I have, there we go. One of those is going to pull through. And then I'll go back into this one. I probably didn't need this much. And then I come down to about here to make it stable. Let me see. Ooh, way off. Oh, way off. Now, it does, when I'm wrong, it leaves little holes, but you know what you do. That's where you glue something. You glue something over those little holes. Okay, and then back up here. And then I just do that a couple times here. And I'm going to come back up through here. And I'm just going to double it. And you know what? I'm not going to make it super sturdy. I'm just going to do this twice. Because I've done it with regular sewing thread, and I've not ever had any of them come apart. I'm just going to tie. There, and I've just tied it, and I'm just going to leave the tie there. And then that is in. That is in. Not perfect, which is what I like. If things are perfect, they look store-bought. So I'll put the next signature up there. This video, like I say, is not for the person who does things beautifully. This is for the people that want to do things but never do because they can't do it exactly like everybody else does. Okay, and then I'm going to give it an extra tie because I have plenty. It's very hard to pick up. Use hand cream, ladies who are younger, because I never did. And my hands are so dry. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut it. 2 signatures in here, and this is what I'm going to play with. Now look at that. See there? And it doesn't really care because these are just fun. And I'm going to leave it so when I do one, if I want to cut it out and glue it to something and send it to somebody, I can. But I'm just going to, I just want to, this is just a play book. So don't be afraid to make a play book. And don't be afraid if you see at a garage sale or something, a dress made of fabric that you think, oh, I just love that fabric, but I can't use that dress. If it's cheap enough, just buy it and use it as fabric. I'm going to, I was going to cut it up into pieces, but I thought, you know, I might want to do this again sometime. So this is just going to go back into my box of fabrics. And I'm just happy with my book. Thanks for watching. Bye.